waking up seems to be as many people that want to stay asleep that are really resisting it.
Yeah, that's what the movie The Matrix was about. Again, they put it all in the movies, that they were saying when you start to wake up, as Neo did in The Matrix, that those who are still in the Matrix will try to fight you to the death because they're so hopelessly inured to the system. Again, they believe in the system, and they, at some level, they know it's not true, and all their beliefs aren't true, but they're so dependent on it. Well, what about my job? And if I start to wake up to this, then what's going to happen here? And they want to just cling to the status quo and cling to things not changing. And yeah, you will see people actually really getting angry and really fighting those of us who are trying to wake people up, because to some extent they consider that people like us, their biggest threat, their biggest danger, because if what we're saying is true, then their entire life, to some extent, was a lie, and they have to rethink everything, and they just don't want to do that for whatever reason. So yeah, there appears to be a lot of people who just never want to wake up for whatever reason, and that's fine if they want to stay asleep. The biggest issue is we have governments today, and those people vote, and they can make us do things against our will, which is all government is just extortion and violence. And if we didn't have government, and if there's a lot of people who didn't want to wake up, that'd be fine. They wouldn't hurt me. They'd just never wake up. They'd just watch their football and drink their beer and just continue on every day like that, which is fine. I enjoy hockey. I enjoy drinking a beer every now and then. But it's only because of how twisted the systems of the world are today that those people are very dangerous, because of the power of government that these people can affect. So that's the issue. But there's more and more people waking up, and there's going to have to be a tipping point at some point. This is going almost exponential, and it's on a trajectory. And we have access to the internet now, which changed everything, in my opinion. And now we have access to cryptocurrencies, which changes a lot more, in my opinion. I think cryptocurrencies are the biggest thing since the internet. So we're in incredibly interesting times for the people out there who just think they're bored and there's nothing that interesting about what's going on in the world. There's a lot of very interesting stuff, and to me, I find it all fascinating. So that's just where we're at this moment in time, and we'll just see what happens. I'm not, whatever happens, I'm not tied to the end result. I just try to do my best and try to wake up as many people as possible, because to me, I think it really helps them. And once they do, they really realize their own power, and they stop being so dependent on all these systems and so fearful of all these systems, and start to regain their own power. So it's very empowering. But for those who don't want to wake up,